Okay, this episode we installed the FPV, the foot plates, and the battery. Let's go!
Tactical nuke incoming!
Okay, this week we installed the FPV on this monster. I'm Harry.
And I'm Richard.
And thanks very much for tuning into this exciting episode. This is part
7.
We think it's 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably about 7.
Officially 7, it's probably more like 8 or 9.
Yes.
Because if we started when we started, so go back and check out the entire series, and we started right all the way back to reviewing the Creality Hi 3D printer.
Which is the one that we're going to fly on the drone.
Correct. And then we made a scale model with the K2 Plus 3D printer, and all the way forward, getting the parts, the assembly, the making from what do you call it, first generation design to final presentation design, which was using the PPAC carbon fiber filament.
The strongest
all
that we
the way
can get.
through, going into Ardupilot. We're going to continue on to that, and using the, what is it? It's the Q-Pilot Orange flight controller.
Yeah, so there you go. That's what's coming up on this episode. We're going to do that. We're also going to make some bump plates.
For landing gear.
For landing gear, landing plates.
And attach the batteries, and then hopefully we'll get into the making the attachment for the Creality Hi. Fingers crossed. And obviously we've got some more configurations, calculations to do. Always got to do the calculations step by step, and we'll progress our way up the ladder to success. That's the idea.
Yes, and before you know it, we'll be taking off, flying in the air with FPV. So here we go. Lots to do, not much time. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, race. Okay, so here we are working on the Ender 3. Is it the Ender 3 Pro or just Ender 3? Richard?
Pro, then.
I think it's the Pro model. And yes, so we're working on this guy, and he is what, like half an hour in to what, a 4-hour print. And he's running a GPU at the top there, in the top spool. And yes, so it's a rubbery kind of one that we like to use on this guy. He's quite good at it.
What's it for?
What's it for? We'll be making the feet that go underneath the drone, just so it lands with a little bit of bounce.
Sweet.
Just like shock absorbers, I guess.
All right, so here we are. We are 46%. 40 minutes into this print, and it's got another 41 minutes to go, so it's pretty much halfway, more or less. Yeah, so there we are. So we're printing with petg, or should I say hyper petg, just for the other section. So we've got the TPU print that's printing the little what do you call it, a little bump plate at the bottom, and then it'll go, this is a spacer, because we don't want to land on the bolts, right?
No.
So that's what this is for. It's just a little offset for his little
Feet, and you'll notice that it's a cardboard spool on that particular one there.
That's right.
That's the hyper
PETG.
Yeah, so there you go. So the CFS can handle cardboard.
That, as long as there's no defects or anything, it's fine.
Yep.
Okay, so that's going good. And
how many more of these have we got to print?
4 in total.
Okay, so this is the second one.
Second one, yeah.
Okay.
So it's going great.
Desire is irrelevant. I am a machine.
Alright, so we printed out the attachment for the GPS so it can move from where it is now, which is just for fitting purposes, to where it's going to go permanently, which is somewhere in that vicinity. It will vary depending on where that top plate is. but for now that's kind of where we are. So move it a little bit more closer to where we need to be. Right, so what do we need to do? Maybe drill some holes for the zip ties?
Yeah.
I'm thinking so, yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna drill through them, and then the cable ties are gonna come through that hole. Is the idea, right? Does it go through right?
It's coming along. It's a little tricky.
Just lining it up now.
Alright, so just finished, that's great. Another milestone completed.
It's looking good, so it's cooling down now. And what's happening now? Take it out, and yeah, it's good. It's done. Right, here we go. Printing there, and we've got the GPS and electronics good so far, and we're just going to try and work out a way of mounting the Creality Hi to the on top of that with clearance for the electronics and the flight controller and all the good stuff.
Okay, so what are you going to do? So maybe draw a little sketch?
Yeah, sure. So what do you reckon? Like that kind of looks like that. That kind of looks like that kind of thing.
We are never going home. We're the wild ones living on the go. You know that there's no rest.
What are we doing at the moment? You're sort of seeing where the batteries might go.
Yeah, just sketching it out. Where I could put the batteries. So I think what we'll do is we put the batteries around the side, and we kind of.
So right over here somewhere. Over here.
And we'll put
the outside.
Yeah, you can see this by this very colourful diagram that I'm doing. But yeah. So I think that's what we do. We'll put them on the side. And what else do we need to do? We need to do. I guess I'll put it in a different colour so then you can actually see. We need to do an FPV system, right? So what do you reckon? Like that needs it so it's can be tilted. So we need to put the FPV in there. So some sort of rack. Do you want to mount to these bolts? Do you think, or you just going to stick it on somehow?
Yeah.
So maybe come up here onto there, onto that kind of thing. Maybe underneath, I'm not sure. Maybe that way. Yes. And okay, so that's FPV. So that's that part. And now we're going to do this main section. So what do you reckon, Richard? We'll have to somehow mount it at the top. So maybe I'll move over to another space over here, perhaps. We'll draw that. So like a plinth kind of thing, like in a diamond corner, like a cantilever kind of thing, like that. Allowing for the threads to go through, of course.
Oh yeah.
So you'd be like what, 4 in each corner, something like that. Yeah, there's that option. So that come up like this. There's like a. You can kind of see it, eh?
Oh yeah. So 4 corners, yeah. 4 corners of the globe, as it were.
4 corners of the globe like this kind of thing, and then kind of comes in like that. So yeah, that looks kind of like what might work. It's got to be lower than the gantry because the gantry you don't want it hitting on the gantry that's over here.
So what he's talking about is the part that moves, which is this guy.
Oh, the beard.
The beard slides forward and backwards, the gantry.
Yes.
I can lead the way. Let me ease your pain.
is what we've sort of come up with. It's sort of a pretty rough little sketch. Very rough, but you can see that it's FPV. We're going to need to add. We also need to add the batteries to the side. That's where we decided to put them, and we've got to put the Creality Hi, which is the main thing, on top somehow. So we need some sort of separator that we need to make, some block separator, offset that weight ratio that is strong enough to be able to take it and secure enough. So that's what we're going to start creating. Let's go.
Okay, so let's go look what it's going to look like on board. So we've done the sketching. Now we're just going to have to do a physical check ourselves. Okay, from the power, disconnect it from the CFS, push it down, pull it out. Okay, so it's going to look like that.
It's a little bit wider at the back, overhang, but overall it's pretty good. Okay, so here they are, all done. Look at that. Spectrum of colour right there. We've got 4 all up. Okay, 4 all up. So what we're going to do now is we're going to glue them together.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Do you have any glue? What's going on? Okay, so we just pop that together.
So what, 2 pieces on? Alright, so that's 1 done, and then we'll do the rest.
Alrighty, so what do we got to do now? We got to mount the batteries. That's what we're going to do. We're going to mount these giant 6S batteries to the copter.
That's right. So I think at this stage what we're going to do is take an idea from our couple of our original designs, right? So we're going to do it with a strap with a bit of Velcro. So make it real nice and easy to
get on and off without. The original idea was to put it underneath, wasn't it? The batteries underneath, but then how are you going to easily get to it?
Once the printer's attached, how are you going to get to adjust change the batteries out when you need to? So that would be quite annoying.
Yeah, so we're going to put it on the side.
What you'd have to do is you have to take the whole printer off, right? Then put it back on, then put it in, plug it in. Oh no, the battery's flat.
Yes. Yeah, so we're going to fix that, and we're going to put them on the sides. This is the drone facing this way, and to do that we'll need to cut some threads, some strapping. So let's go and go and do that. Coming together with this massive needle. Just to take your time. It'll be nice and strong afterwards. There you go, that's what it should look like. Nice and tight. A couple more to do to finish this part off.
Okay, so FPV side of things, so we've got this little Foxeer camera here. Small one. It is a small one. It's a little printed Nano apparently. So it will do the job, because we don't, it's not like we're worried about weight for this one, but it's just one that we got. So there you go, it's a good one. Yes, we got that, and we got some. What do we got? This is a antenna for the VTX, so that'll come in handy. And we have Team Black Sheep. What is it? It's a Unify Pro 2 HV. So it's got the it's going to have this. It's going to run the 6S system, even though it's actually a 12S. But we will hook that up with this. Here it is. Yep, so that goes there. That's all the packaging and things. That's what the little guy looks like. There we go.
Cool.
And
super small.
So we're gonna, super small. Like I said, we're not worried about weight. It's just ones that we've used in the past and we like them. So no time like the present. Montage down.
Last bit of the soldering to do on this VTX. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what have we got here? We got video, we got negative, we got positive, and ground. Yes. Hey, what are we doing?
Time to tin.
Time to tin. And specifically tin these ends here going into that VTX, and which is just doing some extension ones up here. So the idea will be that you have the camera there, and then it will go and sit over about there somewhere. So that's the plan.
What's the plan, Sam?
Okay, so this is a giant threaded rod, and we'll be going to cut this one up to make it so we can mount the batteries. And what else?
We need to cut the height thread.
We're going to cut it up, chop, 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 and make it so we can mount the batteries to the side of the drone and
the feet on the bottom.
Oh yeah, the feet.
Sandwich the thing together,
and
the 3D print that is, and also add enough allowance for the future mount that will mount the Creality Hi 3D printer on top.
Yeah, so there you go. Essential part, if you will, for this this drone.
That's right. So it is a calculated risk when we cut this. So fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Okay, so what are we doing?
We're just giving this a bit of a sand at the end of this threaded rod. Make it look a bit nicer, no sharp edges. And we've got 8 to do. So we've got a bit more to do. Yeah,
Coming along nicely.
It's coming along.
Okay, so the bolt, the threaded rods are done.
It was sourced and cut to the correct lengths.
Yes, so now what we're going to do is thread the feet on and put the battery straps on in the one go. So we're all ready, let's get into it.
Yeah. Okay, so we're installing the what are these? The threaded rods. That's right. To install at the same time this, which is the foot plate that we made, and the battery straps. Which so an example of that's over here. So yeah, one more to go.
One more to go, and so the battery, how will that mount on?
Our battery is going to sit,
For example.
like so. Let's strap on the sides.
That's the idea.
Yeah, hang on.
That's one side.
One side and then two sides.
I think it's a
like
good
down the
idea,
side.
right?
There we
That's
go.
a good idea.
Yeah. Looks good.
Which part are you working on now, Richard?
Trying to put the feet in. Yeah. There you go. Look at that. There you go.
Got a little strap there to strap that part, the first part of the strap to, and then the second part will go on.
The top.
Did you do that 2 times? Hey, tightening down.
Nice. Okay, so that's another
Battery strap done?
mission complete. So the battery goes in.
Just the plain thing.
Yep. And then turn it up.
Maybe.
Yeah. Done and done.
Hey, what's it there? It's just mounting the FPV feed. It's all been configured and ready to be unleashed. We just mount it here. I'm going to mount that one in the middle there. Yeah. Yeah. So why not? Good place for it. And then we'll test it. Game time, we're going to test the FPV through the little watch there. And okay, let's check it. Okay, here we go. Good luck. So
you're going to plug in one of the batteries, right?
one of the batteries.
So there's one battery there, and then the other battery is over here.
Okay, good luck. It's alive. cool. So the system's running. That's good. Okay, voltage is coming through.
What's it saying?
5.1.
That needs to be probably programmed.
Okay.
But it's working, so that means that is talking to that.
That is talking to that, and the camera is through here. So there's the camera right there. So it's working, so that's great to see.
You want to plug it in with success and see if the VSCD is working?
To see if it's coming through on OSD.
Because we've got one running into the 12S line, right?
Okay. Probably not coming through. Okay, good luck.
We might need to calibrate it.
Yeah, you might need to calibrate it. But anyway. Factory fresh. Okay, good luck.
Yeah, it's coming in.
Is the voltage going?
It says 29 volts, 29.7, which is wrong, but it does mean that it is working.
Yes.
So that means that we need to calibrate the OSD, yes.
But voltage is coming in. So there you go, that's something
Super positive, really.
super positive to see.
It's always something that needs to be calibrated.
Okay.
It did certainly change from 15 to 29.
Okay. Okay,
So
cool.
that's all good.
So we'll take that out. Back to H&R Drone Racing HQ. Okay, and we're back. Yes, there you go. We had to pause you there, but we will carry on with this guy, and we're getting pretty close now.
That's right, we had to pause you because that's what we've done up to date. So you're up to where we are.
Yes.
In real time.
In real time. So yeah, so thanks very much for watching all that episode. And we're
Exciting.
just, what have we got?
It is exciting.
What is coming up? What's coming up?
Well, we've got to finish it, and we're going to fly it, and we're going to do the final stunt, which is put the Creality on top, bolt it down,
Mounting
and send it successfully and smoothly into the air.
Yes,
And down
shooting
safely.
and all
That's,
sorts.
that's the key.
Yeah,
Up,
safely.
it's all good to go up.
Yeah.
It's all good to fly around, but you're going to come back down in one piece. That's the key.
That's the name of the game. Okay.
So that will be our personal win
Yeah.
for the H&R Drone message.
Movie of the week is Yes Man.
That's right, with Reece Darby and Jim Carrey.
Yes, and why do we choose that one, Richard?
Because we're not no man, no man, no man. We are yes man.
So that's what we have to do, and I think that's a pretty cool acronym of this movie.
That's right, great film. Well, I don't want to give too much away, but basically he has to say yes to everything. It gets a bit out of control. It's a comedy, obviously.
Yes.
But, yeah, check it out. It's good.
Check it out, it's cool. And Reece Darby's a great actor as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is the movie of the week, and final thoughts before jumping into the next episode, Richard.
She's coming along nicely. It was great to get the conundrum of where to put the batteries was good to clear that up. Yeah. Because well, the main reason why we put on the sides was, it's quite simple really. If we put the batteries underneath, once we've got the printer on, how do we get to it?
Unless you put really long legs underneath, which is
Yeah, well,
awesome.
we want to keep the light nice and light.
Yes, that's true.
So yes, you can make a whole structure down, but then that, it all adds weight. We want to keep it nice and sleek design. So yeah, clip it on the side seemed the logical choice.
Yeah.
You can have it there. You can put other stuff on the top, like the 3D printer. Have that all geared up, working correctly.
Yeah.
Clip the batteries on, take them off, do whatever you want.
Yeah, that's the
Doesn't
idea.
move. It's
We'll
good.
make it interesting in the tuning phase. So that's all coming up, and then we'll be going into flight. Exciting stuff. So yeah, so thanks once again for tuning into this week's episode. Exciting from our point of view to share with you guys.
That's right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
cool.
it's good
coming
to,
along.
it's good to bring you along for the ride.
Yeah.
We have to thank all our sponsors. Thanks very much for them. Check out the links. And a special note, once again, to Creality for making this series possible. Big thanks to them.
Yes, okay, so I'll go my drumsticks, and there we go. Okay,